economic environment continues to be a source of concern for family businesses, and against this backdrop, growth among such Nigerian businesses over the last 12 months is lower than the global average. Our survey reveals that only 53% experienced growth. This includes the 20% who witnessed double-digit growth in their businesses, whereas globally, family businesses grew at the rate of 69%. In spite of this, it is expected that 87% of family businesses in Nigeria will grow over the next 2 years, which is slightly higher than the global average of 84%. The report also highlights the challenges that could frustrate prospective growth within family businesses. It states that corruption remains a pressing issue in Nigeria, and this phenomenon affects public finances, business investment, as well as overall living standards. Inevitably, family businesses in Nigeria are more likely than the global average to cite the economic environment and corruption as key challenges over the next 2 years. Regulation is another key challenge mentioned by more than half of family businesses. Globally, however, growth levels within family businesses have been at their highest level since 2007. And according to 84% of business leaders, revenues are expected to continue growing for the vast majority of businesses, while 16% say it will be quick and aggressive. This aggressive trend in family businesses is expected to rise to 28% within the Middle East and Africa region, followed by 24% in Asia Pacific, 17% in Eastern Europe, 16% in North America, 12% in Central and South America, and 11% in Western Europe. In terms of business values, while globally 80% are said to have a clear sense of company and/or family values, only 67% of Nigerian family businesses have a clear sense of agreed values and purpose as a company. Of this number, only 43% have these values or a company mission in a written format, against the global average of 49%. Such values appear to be rather broad instead of specific. Nevertheless, 70% expressed a commitment to corporate social responsibility, and the majority of family businesses in Nigeria are engaged in some form of philanthropic activity. For most, this goes beyond giving money to good causes and the local community. In the long term, 93% seek to create a legacy, and more than 75% try to give back by creating employment for the wider community. Many family businesses define success not just in terms of financial wealth, but in less tangible elements of personal growth and development, community, employee support, and the upholding of core values. The report also considered some aspects of digital innovation. According to its findings, against global expectations of a 57% rise in digital capacity over the next 2 years, 73% of Nigerian family businesses feel they would have made significant steps in this area within the same period. Meanwhile, Nigerian family businesses have a slightly lower level of perceived vulnerability to digital disruption, 23%, or a cyber attack, 33%, compared with the global average of 30% and 40% respectively. Succession planning is key for family businesses, and considering their nature, it is not surprising that 77% of family businesses in Nigeria plan to pass on management and/or ownership to the next generation. However, only 10% of such businesses have a robust, documented and communicated succession plan in place. Although this is slightly lower than the global average of 15%, with proper integration at an early age through next generation education and mentorship, succession is possible. Success rates are more likely, however, if appropriate structures are put in place.